10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Fnatic's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Hello, and welcome back everyone for our second game of the series between Fnatic versus Signature.Trust. So, Fnatic, a team from Malaysia and Philippines, and wait, is Demon Vietnamese? Half Vietnamese, I think. Alright, yeah, but anyways, and of course against Signature.Trust, the team from Thailand. Well, let's hope we'll see whether Lekels is able to draft something out of the box, where he's able to contest Fnatic a bit more evenly. Because Fnatic, even though they struggled in the laning phase back in game 1, afterwards as they transitioned into the mid game, it was mostly a struggle, as Lekels just could not find the right openings. Of course, the vacuum. You look at Abba, he tried his best. He had a couple of good vacuums here and there. And once the BKBs came up, of course, Mushi on his trademark Shadow Fiend farmed up a storm, doubled the net worth of Lekels. Literally nothing they can do. They couldn't kill him, they couldn't come close. And then you have Raven, you have Ohio, even Ayo as a support PA running in your face. You really can't do anything at all. Now Fnatic, they'll be banning out the Kunkka and the Shadow Demon for themselves. I want to deal against those kind of push strats, very annoying. Signature.Trust will ban out Ohio's, Faceless Void, and of course they don't want to play against Demon's Warlock again. But if you think about it, like the damage output or what it can do, like how much it amplifies the overall team damage in the team fights is something which is something to fear, that's for sure. Because when you look at the Fatal Bonds, as long as the Chaotic offering is there, which Demon got really great Chaotic offerings, he was always in the right position, staying at the back, and he caught at least 2 to 3 heroes every time with every ultimate. So you take that into account, and when you have amplified damage up with a PA critting at you, you have Mushi amplifying the damage presses to Dark Lord, and of course it's high base damage. Requiem of Souls count everything in. Signature.Trust just did not have a solution for that. Probably not being unable to understand or come up with a counter for it, they ban it out. And seeing how they respond against Fnatic Slaughter. So this is something where they like to do, where I usually say this, where Fnatic are one of the few teams where they will play a support Slaughter. It's very greedy. They usually make it work. So like what we saw, but except in the previous, back in game 1, where Ohio took up the Slaughter. But anyway, Sig.Trust immediately opened up with double cores. Wow, this is just trying to intimidate Fnatic, where they go up the OD and the Lifestealer. If you think about it, Mushi, of course, to a certain extent, is influenced by the Chinese style and the way they draft. Where if you look at the Chinese scene, they will draft Slaughter and Lifestealer immediately. It's something which they like to go back to here and then. Reliable, but OD and Lifestealer together, this is where I worry, because Lifestealer can be kited around. But picking it up so early, of course, you get the OD as well. We would encourage Fnatic to pick more mobile heroes again. Alright, so looking to the second pick. Probably might go with a supporter again. It's gonna be the Medusa actually, wow. This is very mushy as well. Where this is something where they probably have practiced. When you see Lifestealer, this is where I think they started the counter just by picking Medusa, that Stone Gaze. This way, Lifestealer Medusa is like, okay, I'll fight you head on. I don't really have to worry. But yeah, you really don't want to be running away from a fight in that case. It will be Sig.Trust who actually runs. And interesting though, because OD to a certain extent also, does take away. When you steal that intelligence, you do lower Medusa's mana pool by a fair bit. But that's if you can get that many hits in. In theory, I guess even the ultimate, when you're behind, you can use that ultimate. You lower her mana by 40%. That's still something where you can do quite a bit of damage, but never really ideal. So Sig.Trust immediately banning out Drow and Venge. They don't want to deal against that, so no, we're not going to give you the possibility of that, as Drow would synergize pretty well with the Medusa and once again with the Slaughter. Amplify damage. Just having that high physical damage output is never really, it's never really a bad thing. It's also great for taking Roshan, which in the past, if you look like a year ago, it was It's commonly discussed that C teams struggle to play around Roshan, so Slaughter does make sense where it helps them with the Roshan attempt, making it quicker. So Fnatic taking out the next assassin, you take out the Oracle. It does negate the possibility of a Huskar Oracle as well. Or in that case, Fnatic could even pick up the Darkseer for themselves, where they might run that dual lane again to slaughter Darkseer. Signature.Trust, of course, will be a bit hesitant this time. They may just pick it up for themselves. Alright, so that pick. Signature.Trust will definitely need a support. Lion's always a reliable support hero. They still could go for an off-laning hero, but Beastmaster still available, Tidehunter still there, Bat Rider as well.
Disruptor.
Alright, yeah, I understand that there's really bad FPS. Okay, I'm gonna try and fix it. I'm not sure what's happening. It could be Skype just lagging up the PC. Sorry about that. Yeah, Disruptor pick. Okay, yeah, I like this as well, because Signature.Trust, Lakels would probably be thinking like, if I was a drafter for me, it's just my personal opinion, I think that you don't want to give the chance of letting Ohio pick up the Bat Rider. So this should negate the possibility of that, but then again, a team as experienced as Fnatic would probably be used to playing against it. Yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, guys, yeah, Disruptor negating the possibility of that, and just a bit of team fight, you know, you always want to have a Static Storm going to be there. It's just a pity they can't couple that with Faceless Void. Other heroes, this is where you do see a bit more appeal into the Darkseer. But at the same time, you don't want Fnatic to be, Fnatic don't want to be pressured into picking up that hero for themselves. And other heroes which they can try for, it's been a while like since I've seen Earthshaker. Heroes which can kite. Omni Knight. Alright, I like this pick, maybe Slax's heads are really strong. Because Omni Knight is starting to find his way into the scene as well, where the Degen Aura, you don't really see Degen Aura being skilled out that well anymore, but Repel, of course, since you realize that you do have to put more points into it. So you usually max the 4-4, not so much into like a 4-2-2 or 4-3-1 like you used to. So that's where you do see the appeal behind it and what you can do. So Repel is going to be great against OD. You can put it into the Medusa, or maybe I actually do foresee maybe an initiation hero coming up from Fnatic again. Signature.Trust probably do see that as well. They pick up the Axe immediately. Of course, Axe can always retreat to the jungle. That's one of the good things. So Iron Talon, you know, balanced item, one of the most balanced items in the game. So fourth pick from Fnatic. Something, yeah, I really think they need some lockdown. You do need some form of control, but yeah, it will be the Ursa. That's the one of those initiation heroes. So I'm starting to see a trend. If you do pay attention to it, you do observe a tiny trend in the way Fnatic are playing. Like Mushi, they're playing a very similar old style of kind of like EG kind of stuff with the previous OG, where position 2 or whether your mid laner seems to be the hard carry, while your position 1 is whether your safe lane hero is usually more safe lane core as a hero where is able to create space for the team, able to dictate the pace better with safe farm. So there are like pros and cons to that. Like if your mid laner gets locked on too much, the farm distribution may not be really even out. So usually the solution to that is supports you can dominate the top lane and then hit to the middle lane, or dual lanes which really crush the side lanes. And this way your mid laner, if the mid laner loses, and that's where you're not really able to do much, and it's very hard to come back. In this case, Fnatic, where you pick up the Ursa, you get the Omni Knight, that's just saying, yeah, I'll fight you head on, I don't care. But once again, that synergizes very well with the Slaughter pick. So you can see the appeal behind why Demon would want to pick Slaughter. Amplify damage for Ursa and Medusa. Really good.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban.
No, I'm not out tabbed. Something is wrong. Okay, after this, I will look to it. It's either that or my potatoes being a PC.
10 seconds remaining.
My PC's being a potato. Ugh. Alright, so final ban will be the silencer. Wouldn't be too worried about that, but it does make sense as well. The last thing you want to be fighting is into that. So Fnatic will take out the dazzle. Don't want to have that safety net. Weave can be annoying as well against the Slaughter since there's no Shadow Fiend pick coming up as well. Alright, so Fnatic for the last pick. Finish off the draft of Game 2 between Fnatic versus Signature.Trust. Well...
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Like I said, Lion's always a reliable hero. Bench has been taken out, so... more position 5, like since Omni Knight will most likely be the position 4, he's a very greedy support. Could decide to run aggro lanes as well. Ursa against Lifestealer is a very scary thing.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Demon's probably thinking as well how you want to finish this draft off. Alright, 5 seconds left. They have something coming out. It will be the Crystal Maiden, so mana issue is never really an issue, especially for Ursa and Slaughter. Alright, it's kind of greedy.
Seconds remaining.
Alright, so the good thing about this is Crystal Maiden can also jungle, at least you buy a bit of a boost. Yeah, she's actually one of those really strong heroes, but in this case, Signature.Trust, maybe they do foresee that Crystal Maiden will decide to go to the jungle, just leaving the Omni and Ursa, where Slaughter goes into the lane. And in such a scenario, Riki can actually play well against the Crystal Maiden in that sense. Yeah, I like the Riki thing. The silence can be really good. The miss rate, hard to kill as well, as Fnatic really don't have good lockdown. So yeah, I like how this works. Talking about... okay, as usual, I always like to start the laning stage because I find like the laning stage is very crucial. So it's just one of those things where I just feel Signature.Trust should have a bit of an advantage.
10 seconds.
Like, Riki is just one of those heroes where you're able to destroy lanes, but if you're not, then you have a bit of trouble because you're not able to farm as a support and you're very reliant on your team. So you do need to make sure, like, when you're roaming around, it does pay off. Right, so there we go. Now I'm going to quickly introduce the teams. On the Radiant side for Signature.Trust, as we enter Game 2, Abba's going to be playing the Axe, MyPro playing on the OD, TNT playing on the Riki, Raquel's playing on the Lifestealer, Boombell on the Disruptor. He's really found Ohio, who is playing on the Slaughter for the dire side, Fnatic. Crush, as Ohio's just going to bash around with Boombell, low his HP a bit. Now looking to the rest of the team, Raven going to be playing on the Ursa, starting out with 8 tangos, Mushi playing on the Medusa, Crystal Maiden going to be played by Demon. Last but not least, our very Cancer Slacks hero, it's going to be AO playing the Omni Knight. Right, so
30 seconds.
will they do this? Will they do this dual offlane thing like I mentioned? It's possible, seeing as AO's kinda in that area, but he doesn't have the region to do so. So I wouldn't think that he'll be heading to the dual offlane. The TNT's gonna scout them out, starting off the level 1 boots. He could actually get a kill into the Crystal Maiden, even with the Frostbite onto him, just because he's able to outrun now a 280 movement speed Crystal Maiden. Ryla. Hopefully one day she blesses me in Akana. Right, so Boombell's gonna be the one who buys all the wards. Looks like, you know, this guy could be trying to complete their support quest in the Battle Pass. Don't think he really counts in lobby games. But alright, Medusa against the OD matchup. This is something which OD obviously won't scale as well as Medusa, as Medusa is pretty much the queen of the late game. And just like how this transitions as well, where you notice ODs used to put more points into the orb, and now it's pretty much getting more points into the imprisonment. So, of course, Mushi will not be that tanky. No mana shield just yet, will be forced to pop that tango very quickly. And actually, yeah, it looks like AO will be playing in this lane. Very risky, but if they can make it work, it's going to be really amazing, as Raquel's will not be able to farm as safely as he would like. Last hits wise, Raven's having a ball of a time. Axe already jungling from the beginning. Foresees that, yeah, I can't. Not confirmed. Damon's gonna have a bit of a time, a bit of a free farm on top as a support. TNT just walking around does see the Crystal Maiden, and it's pretty okay because he can lead EXP, so that's more important. Like as long as he just by him being there. The downside is he won't be able to assist my pro and he's trying for a kill. But then again, he also can't really help to secure any kills for now. Maybe later on he can try for smoke with Abba when he gets a point into the battle hunger. And with the Riki, they can go onto the Medusa mid. But otherwise, yeah, 12 no axe. Ohio doing okay in this lane, matching Lakel's for last hits. So that's a huge plus from the side of Fnatic. Demon will find TNT, who you know, just walk off the frostbite. Not so much a fan of Frozen. Do you go for a bottle? I don't think you go for a bottle. It's more equivalent to the Lincolns. But anyways, bottom lane, they want to try to go on Lakel's. They even get the repellent. I think he repelled the wrong hero, yeah. Getting the crush into Lakel's. Purification gonna do a bit of damage. Lakel is very low. This should be the first blood going away. Static Field comes up, but he will run away on 6 HP. Orb of Venom not going to be enough. And yeah, just very, very unfortunate for Fnatic. But at the same time, by forcing Lakel's back, that's huge. Let's hope he doesn't die to the neutral creeps. He could actually die. Will he die? Yes, he will. Don't think he intended to suicide. Maybe try to get a bit of a lifesteal from the creep. But anyways, him bringing back to the lane means Boombell gets some EXP. And already TNT gonna mess around with Demon, sharing that EXP gain, making sure Demon can't get the full value of what he wants. Steal the last hit? No, he will not. Doesn't want to risk it. Well, pretty much any safe lane carries free farm lane, you know, the dream situation. But this rate actually get a blink dagger maybe by 8 minutes if he decides to free farm the jungle, but I don't think that's gonna be likely. Maybe get a smoke after when he gets to level 6, that's a big thing. Astro Imprisonment into the call is always very easy to set up a gank, but not so much on the tanky Medusa, where it's gone for the 2-2 build. You're getting a crush into Lakel's. Is there purification for the damage? No, Boombell isn't really trying to help to harass or anything, he's just keeping a point in the glimpse maybe. But yeah, we're 4 minutes in. Pretty static lanes. Then again, Fnatic don't really want to fight just yet. Especially since, you know, Ursa doesn't really have a blink dagger just yet, but yes, TNT. This could be first blood here, right into Demon. There's just nothing to save him. Right click him down, those boots, very, very strong. One more, that'll be the first blood going to TNT. And they're going on Mushi here and Axe will find a kill to Medusa, so Signature.Trust, much better start compared to game 1. And they find themselves 2 kills on the Medusa and the Crystal Maiden, very, very big. At the same time, pinging out this double stack for the Medusa. Raven, the face boots currently do much, and Lakel's, like I said, you know, not able to farm this lane as safely as he would like. Ohio and the Army Knights. It's a nice double crush, maybe a purification could go into Boombell here. Purification, unfortunately, only level 1. Gets the repel. I think Ohio could run up to Boombell, but doesn't want to overextend as Ebba has joined the party. Looking for the glimpse back. There we go. That should be a kill into Ohio. Even the call as well. Call me, maybe Ohio and a dunk. Ebba getting the first kill. Maybe going for a second. As Ayo will pop the repel, but the body blocks from Ebba. Boombell doesn't have anything else. Will pop the static field, and there we go. Ayo will die here. Counter hitting. Purification to keep him alive just a bit longer. And of course, with the open wounds, Ayo will go down nonetheless. Now here comes Slaughter TPing in, but I don't think there's anything he can do to stop it. Just maybe just crush a creep. A 4-0 the way of Signature.Trust. Might be a while before we see Demon trying for a rotation as well. And even if he did TP to the bottom lane, he really couldn't do much. But usually by this, it means that, you know, Ayo and Ohio this lane is kinda lost. Ayo actually went for the bottle, so he's gonna be taking that bottom rune, just denying the OD that rune. And the ward down, so they know. Since there was vision, you know, for Disruptor to get glimpse earlier on. Ricky, of course, now gonna scout out a very, very tasty stack. He gets a nice ward here, looking to the jungle if the Medusa does decide to clear medium camps.
Radiant's
No points
middle
into the split
tower
shot
is
yet,
under
but
attack.
he does get the defensive point to the stone gaze quite early. And next to the Tranquils, doesn't really intend on ganking again, should be just waiting for a smoke after the blink. He's done pretty well, already halfway there, and 2-0 and 1, pretty big, which accelerates his farm towards his blink dagger quite significantly as well. Right, so Lakel's, this will be a very slow armlet. Usually as a life stealer, you want to see the purpose of this hero being picked up to fight early, especially against potential nuking heroes, squishy ones, and in this case, he's gonna get crushed. Just to harass him back. This is not his fun lane at all. 29 last hits compared to your Ursa's 52-12. This is a very, very scary situation actually if you think about it for Lakel's. They are winning in terms of kills, however. But we'll actually feel more confident about going back to the top lane. With a bit of luck, he might even get a kill into Raven, seeing as there's a huge creep wave there. Waiting inside the trees, waiting for Raven. The battle hunger and the slow here. Eva, no, will not be able to get the call, but the Astro Imprisonment, this should be a call. There we go, Eva's gonna call Raven, but of course he pops the ult just before the call was popped up by Eva. I see done from Demon to get a frostbite from the high ground, and even with those phase boots, will just run the fluffy run. In this case, Mushi's still getting some free farm in the middle lane. He's gonna be able to catch up. A little bit behind in terms of net worth compared to your OD. So they go here, I think they want to go to get the Astro Imprisonment off, and we see a TP coming in from the Axe. If they can find the call here, the smoke is going to be there. Mushi, the call will cancel his TP and dunk. There we go, down goes Mushi. And that's going to be a 5-0 as Signature.Trust are pretty much dominating the first 10 minutes of the game. With a nice regen win for AO, very, very big. And I think they want to do Roshan, yeah. Can. Of course, with the Morbid Mask, that's always perfectly viable for Raven. And he's just going to go away and happily chip, chop, chop. There we go. It's going to be a bit slow, but it will be there. Io, meanwhile, gonna build up, complete his phase boots. Axe 400 gold away to his own blink dagger. Ricky's probably gonna scout it out, but what he doesn't know is that there's a sentry outside, so he's outside of range of the sentry though. He's gonna find a Roshan. If anything, he could even snipe it himself. Oh, this could be really big. He's gonna snipe it. Ursa, no, Ursa picks it up just in the nick of time. Micro coming, gets the Astral out. And Demon will be going down. Does pop the dust, and I think they want to fight it. Get it down, so double crush the TNT Micro. They will go for the squishier target, which is the OD first, ignoring the Riki. And there we go. Omni-Knight getting the purification kill onto the OD. 5 damage onto Lakel's. Ohio could go in, but on the high ground, looking for the axe. It's gonna be bait. It's gonna get a nice double call. 5 damage onto Abba. They want to chase him down, getting the crush. If they can kill him, yep, they will get the kill. So Ursa getting a killing spree. Lots of gold going to his piggy bank, going the way towards that blink dagger. As the Amplify is still onto TNT. They might think about going to Lakel's here, and I think they might. Sprinting after him. Amplify still up in the TNT. Crush. Nope, silence is gonna be there. Bring around must have been a tier 1. Raven popping the ult. Cells will go down, and no, actually infest into the creep just in the nick of time. TNT still running around. Purification, that should be a kill for AO actually, but TNT no kiting him around. One more click. Ohio getting it. Micro all the way inside the trees. He's surrounded by so many heroes. Lakel's really can't do much. With the TP coming in from the Axe, they may have just overextended their welcome. Lifestealer getting a nice kill under the tier 1 tower. Crystal made it all the way inside. I think they know that she's there. Demon, come out wherever you are. Stay in the trees. Don't come out. Nah, too late. You're found anyways. They find Demon. And Micro, Abba, will get the dunk. So that would be the blink dagger. A bit of respite for the gold he did lose, or supposedly was supposed to lose. Mushi in the middle lane, pops the stone gates, and going to TNT. No, actually, we just secure the mid T1 tower. Ayo backing Mushi up with that, haste win of this. So we're 10 minutes and a half in, 8-3. Pretty big start already for Signature.Trust, but it's all gone after that Roche fight. You can see gold advantage completely dead, even with the EXP. Pretty much still slightly in their favor. We haven't seen those really annoying glimpses just yet. Boombell just got his level 6, so hoping to see that synergize well with Mypro and the Axe. That's the best part. Yep, so this fancy new Blink Dagger, they want to do something with the new level 6 onto Boombell as well. But they could just go into invade the enemy jungle as the Riki is there scouting out Mushi.
Dire's middle tower is is under attack.
Charging in, looking into Abba. Oh, this could be really big if they can find a call here. They will find a call and hit the creep as well. They need to pop them ult right now. Disruptor's too far behind. Gonna get gone on, and actually, yeah, Ursa will destroy the Disruptor. Now going to find Abba all alone. The Purification, a bit of damage, and Medusa to just finish him off with a nice last click. So there's gonna be 2 heroes. The intent was there, but looks like the ambush failed. Fnatic find themselves a bit of a boost. 777 gold going their way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Raven will be going towards either MOM. It should be an MOM. Ayo. No points in the Guardian Angel yet, but the Legion Aura can be very, very annoying.
Tower is under attack.
Percent movement speed. It slowly adds up. Kel's still trying to build towards that armlet of his. You're not looking in the Medusa.
Tower is under attack.
On those items. Is it going to be the Lincolns? Or are we going to see like Dragonlance at least? Medusa still gets the rune anyways. Max is probably a bit more wary about going for fights, especially since you know when you're surprised, your so-called your first blink attempt didn't really pay off. That's why you're a bit worried. And in Fnatic, they are aware the Signature.Trust want to try and get these pickoffs, but in this case, they will not give it so. But the tier 1 mid, Aqua's going to try and get a bit of chip damage out, and OD's not really good for pushing towers. Waiting all the way in the back. Great position coming up for Fnatic as they anticipate the incoming fight. Of course, they want to combine Riki with the Lifestealer synergy. Can we see that Infest Invis Bomb? I don't think it's going to come out yet. It's Mushi. As long as he has the Stone Gaze, he shouldn't die. Signature.Trust have no intention of trying to contest that, as looking at Fnatic, they will just send 2 heroes to the bottom lane and try for the tier 1, at least pressure it out. And of course now a fancy new Blink Dagger into Ohio. This is the big item. They could try for a smoke right now if they want it. 5-man smoke. And they will go. They also want to use that Aegis onto Raven. Pinging out the area of the Riki. But now Signature.Trust will go for a counter smoke of their own.
Dire's top tower.
Looking to Abba, they're just gonna bait the OD. They know what's going on. As the they go straight for Demon. But Purification and the repel there. Demon not gonna die as the Ursa gets the first kill. Lifestealer killing of Demon. Well, Raven gonna try and kill the Kells. Very unlucky. That will pop the Aegis. So looking at Ohio, still has the crush available. Actually, no, doesn't have the mana for it. But Raven blinking for it, going straight into the Kells. Fury Stripes looking for the call. 2-man call. Not enough to kill the Kells. Boom Bell. Auto toggles his way through everything actually. And there we go. Abba will finally go down. Now getting the crush into Boom Bell. Raven trying to go into someone, but Mypro's gonna start bashing with stealing on intelligence. And Guardian Angel comes out. Ursa getting the double kill. Comes to the Astral Imprisonment and will not be able to go for a bit more, but actually maybe not. Here comes the crush for Hyona and Raven with the Purification to finish him off. There we go. And with this repel, Raven just cannot be stopped. Signature.Trust finding 3 kills. The cost of the Aegis on Raven. So pretty big as this Medusa continues to grow bigger. Serpent Lady. The Gorgon gets fatter and fatter. That's the last thing you want to see. Demon. TNT should be very careful. If there was a sentry there, he would have died. So now they will just start chipping away into the tier 2, just bit by bit. Breaking down the Lego Tower. The Raven's ready to fight. He's all geared up. Get the repel on him and you're good to go. Medusa still being stalked by the Riki. Fnatic are waiting. They're waiting very patiently. What they do not know is that Abba could just die right there. Going for the call, can they kill Mushi? Doesn't have time. Ohio looking for the crush, but the smoke is gonna be there. Mushi kept alive by the Omni Knight. Just won't die. No matter, but he will finally go down to the Disruptor. And now we're gonna see Raven chasing after Abba. Will get himself a tasty kill. But all these heroes after him. Ohio getting a nice crush now. Ayo just won't die. Purification to finish off the OD. Looking for the kills. Raven on the hunt. The nice hungry bear. Run away from the bear. Boom Bell. Now popping the static field. And of course, he's just gonna keep on going, but I don't think he will. 2 kills, 2 for 1 trade. As Fnatic, they do lose Mushi in that engage. Signature.Trust. Right now, it just feels like they are being forced to fight unwillingly. Like they really don't want to fight at all. This Omni Knight thing really delays the fight. To a certain extent, it does fulfill the purpose, pretty much like a Dazzle on Oracle. Trying for the courier. One more click. Yes, there we go. 900 gold inside. Yikes. I do believe that was Cody's 4-star recipe. Now top lane, Fnatic will rendezvous to the top to try and get that tier 1, take more map control. It is very, very low. Yeah. TNT sniping things out, and they will go straight for TNT. The crush as well to follow. One dead Riki serving the way of the Hungry Bear.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So Sanj and Yasha completed onto your Ursa. You're not running away anytime soon. This is a great item against the Kells, especially with the Mame. He's trying to build towards that Desolator. But I do fear for Signature.Trust as the early lead is just not scaling that well. Raven very, very angry and raged up. There we go, the crush, the amplified damage. MyPro immediately deleted off the map. And now they want to go finding after Abba. Run away, Mamma Mia. Now Infest. Disrupt Illusion. I don't think you want to go with that. Even if you want to try using it as bait, very unlikely. But anyways, yeah, Fnatic, they just keep on going. Mushi just free farming top lane. Despite all this free farm, he actually has a bit more last hit, but Raven has the higher net worth. You can see the appeal behind the Crystal Maiden pick now, because with as long as they have the Arcane Aura, Raven and AO have constant mana supply, and they never have to worry about that. Trying to go, and they do get the kill into Medusa top lane. Nice gank. And that was the Infest combo being used, but without the Medusa, Fnatic can actually still take a fight if they want it. They have the Guardian Angel available. No ultimate on the Crystal Maiden just yet, so no Let It Go, not today, no singing songs. Roshan's gonna be up in 1 minute, and that's where Raven will go for the Roshan, and that's when you think, okay, Fnatic, that's where we can try to secure the last, or rather start securing the beginning of the tier 2 siege. Demon, don't really see what items he's got in just yet.
Dire's middle tower is under
In the lane, they want to get the tier 1, it will go the way of the kills. Into Raven, he really wants to fight. This is a very angry bear. 10k net worth, all the way ahead of the kills. It was 6,200. Ohio not too far behind. Looking at Medusa, has the Yasha, 1,500 gold. Let's see, is there anything on the courier? No. But there's a gem and demon, so that's a really big item. Especially in the Crystal Maiden, which means that the Riki's movements will be very, very limited in what he can do. Even trying to go around and scout move, scouting the movement of Fnatic will not be safe. Demon will have found Roshan, staring it down. Fight me. So one more big objective will be going the way of Fnatic, it seems, as the top lane, Signature.Trust, have no intention of contesting Roshan even if they are aware of it. But they will get themselves a tier 1. But Kells, he's able to buy one of the Mythical Hammers, but we'll see whether he'll go for this, whether he'll get the Deso in time for the next fight. The axe, he's trying to complete his blade mail, there's 200 more gold, should have it after this big sack of dragons. Raven already has the Skull Basher, or whether he has the recipe for it. This is a really big item, especially against the Lifestealer and the axe. There's all these anti-Lifestealer items, and Raven's gonna start bashing into the tower already. Clawing away at it, breaking it down. Very, very angry boy. I mean, every time I see the name Raven, I keep thinking of Teen Titans. But okay, blinks out instead, no one's showing themselves. Signature.Trust still want to push for tier 2, happy to trade. They don't want to fight as long as Fnatic have the Aegis. Not unless they have the manpower advantage. So they will just start to chip away as the Kells, of course, with the Blightstone, they do get a bit of extra damage in. But hold on. I don't know, he's just going to keep on farming, but I think they found him. This is big. Ohio thinks he'll go for the crush. No, Jukes is just in the nick of time. Quick reflexes from Abba. And the 4-staff down from MyPro as he gets away. No, there's no bash on Raven just yet. But they will try to go for the Kells. Oh, that Amplify and the Enrage. The Kells. Boombell, stay in the trees. Do not come out. Risky, risky game. No TP onto Boombell as well. Courier on a mission, maybe. At poor Boombell, alone in the trees. Come out. now. He's gonna walk out feeling a bit more confident as Fnatic have left that general area. Or he might just bump into the courier. Ping him out, they know he's there. But Boombell now well on the run. Did he actually use the smoke? Sending the courier that way. Boombell they might have a bit of a courier date in the middle, but no, they will not. But anyways, Fnatic all the way back to the top lane will go back to objective gaming to secure themselves a tier 2. Demon getting a ward down behind the tier 2 tower. He'll also be very careful as he doesn't have his Deso. Probably might want to sell the QB. Fnatic top lane. The scaling is excellent right now. I also have the ultimate orbit. There should be a Lincoln Spear on the side of Medusa, so that's one defensive item. Ohio is well on the hunt with that gem. He will find TNT. He has to amplify up just to say hi, but will not overextend. His team's too far behind. But now Raven, they will think about going for it. Ohio, well on the move, looking for the blind crush, will not get it. Abba, well alone, they find him. Nope. Blinks out, TP's out immediately. Trying to get some creeps before the end, but will not get it. Maximum efficiency, of course, while farming and TPing out. But that would be the one more tier 2. The last of the outer towers going the way of Fnatic. As right now, they will proceed to go up the high ground with that Aegis. Or if anything, maybe just try for a small tactical thing, which they usually like to do. Or jumping in. But they have the level 2 Guardian Angel. They have the level 4 Repel at the ready. Repelling Ursa. Looking a big fuzzy wuzzy. This is going to be a very scary defense. They need to burst down these heroes. Now the fortification, no, we baited out only for a very small creep wave, so not sure whether it's worth it. But Raven all the way in front will start clawing away at that tower. Ohio getting the crush into Mypro. Raven wants to go back in with the phase boots on, but the amplified damage, I don't think he feels confident. The repel, of course, is going to be there, and the Omni Knight waiting at the back. Signature.Trust will just let that one go. Creep wave now coming back in. And Signature.Trust have to hold the high ground no matter what. Raven blinking all the way in with that amplifier still up on Michael. Now the call and the invest combo. Can they do it? They'll find one. Can they find two? Yes, they will. But Nova will not be able to do anything. Mushi him against the wall. This should be it. 4 heroes go down. And Fuzzy Wuzzy him against the wall. It's going to be 1 against 4. Raven. Now the call. Raven's going to be kited. And actually that wave of team wipe as Fnatic. They lose their Aegis. Fuzzy Wuzzy should die at the 6th. No, he will not be the 6th death. On the side, he's on the run. Phase boots. He does blink out Ebba. On the hunt, has a blink in 7 seconds, but will not chase. Actually wasted his TP. Nice combo here. Call into the Disruptor ult and the Infest, getting maximum damage output. So that was the dream scenario for Signature.Trust. And this makes things very difficult for Fnatic to break the high ground again. If anything, they will need to wait for the next Aegis. Maybe one more skirmish, or at least try for a fight before they can even think about breaching the high ground. But Signature.Trust well done on their side as they actually hold very, very nicely. It's going to be the Hurricane Pike completed onto the OD. Desolator and Lifestealer making all the difference in the world, and that X call very, very lucky as he got 4 spins off. Of course, with the Riki Diffusal Blade, TNT is going to be more of an annoyance. Now going for one of the sneaky plays into the enemy jungle. Will he try and find anyone? I don't think he's gonna bump into anybody. The scan scouts them out, and the whole Fnatic is there. I don't think you want to go in, Ricky. Back off. But they did get the gem in that exchange, actually. Yeah, they did. Boombell has the gem. That was on the high earlier on. So Fnatic 5 manning together right now. As you look at the smoke attempt coming out from Signature.Trust, they are very, very united in what they want to do. Fnatic, I think they have an idea because bottom lane is kind of pushed in, no one's really there. They may have spotted that smoke just at the very tip. Now they want to go. Abba getting the call only onto Mushi. This is a very bad initiation. Signature, they land on the disrupt to all the ground. Mushi with the repel on top. The Stone Gate going straight for Micro. Micro's immediately Astral Imprisonment, saving him just barely. But Lifestealer getting killed. Demon trying to pop the ult to kill TNT. They're still on the hunt. Raven and Ohio together. They will kill Mypro. Yes, they will. But they're getting the kill. So 1-for-1 trade. And looking for a bit more, unaware that Boombell is there. But Lifestealer getting the kill with the axe. And now they want to try to go into Locale's. Raven clawing him down. Looking for some man-meat. And he will find Abba. Frostbite, Abba will follow them into the grave. So it's going to be a 3-for-2 trade as they trade quite evenly. Boombell's still there. Will find the TP out. Okay, this time he got a TP. Ping him out. Most importantly, he doesn't want to lose the gem. He's very, very underleveled if you look at him. Lowest leveled here in the game. May have to resort to buying some Tombs of Knowledge just so he can some EXP. Raven with 3,300 gold right now. Now, Smokescreen is just gonna be there just to have a bit of fun to get the amplified damage onto TNT, who will use his tricks of the trade. OD TPing all the way in like that, that's very, very risky, but my pro, not afraid. Fearless man. Omni Knight all the way to the bottom lane, just gonna get a bit of push here, just gonna keep pushing the lanes out. Roshan gonna be up in a couple of minutes. Alright, so we'll see what Signature.Trust want to do in terms of comeback mechanism. They really need more of those dream scenarios, like back at that top fight where they only caught the Medusa. As long as the repel is there, if you don't get the Omni Knight, that's just really bad. So some of the very, very crucial things for the Riki this game as well is he needs to get the Diffusal Blade onto, he needs to get to diffuse the Omni Knight. He needs to be the counter to the Omni Knight.
Death's bounty.
Alright, so Mushi gonna farm a very, very tasty stack. Manta style well on the way. Hongbel will be going for that eggs. Alright, so egg static storm, but I think that only silences items, but does it bypass repel? Oh, new caster. Confirmed. 2k. Alright, so Ebba's gonna charge forward with Lifestealer inside him again. But Raven is just waiting for Roshan. It's gonna spawn pretty soon, and they know it. So, but is waiting in the trees. Doesn't really want to come out. But the Roshan will spawn just right in front of Raven. So Fuzzy Wuzzy's happy. He will find himself some cheese. So they do this very, very quickly. Yeah, the Abyssal Blade is really big on Raven as well. Like, this is... The score seems quite even, but if you look at the net worth and the EXP graphs, it's really, really high in favor of Fnatic because of the Ursa of how much space he has been creating. Medusa's Stone Gaze pretty much negates the lifesteal. Like, they can burst her down. But when you have an Ursa running around with you and an Omni Knight constantly keeping you repelled and healed up, it makes things very difficult. Demon is going to casually farm a creep wave with an ultimate. But will they find... Do you know the TNT is there? Don't walk into the snowballs. Top lane, they just want to keep the lane pushed out just a tiny bit, maybe even baiting it out. TNT waiting on the trees. Okay, he has a TP, so that's a good thing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it looks like they want to try and push the bottom lane a bit. Yep, Demon's gonna be a bit of bait. Tasty, tasty, tasty. But Signature.Trust will not bite, just using the OD to chip away slowly yet surely at this tier 2. But with Mushi already being a beast, in fact, he's the one who has the Aegis this time because they know that Signature.Trust, they want to go on to Mushi. If they kill Mushi, then they pretty much have a higher chance of winning the fight. But in this case, Static Field, that's gonna be that just delayed just a tiny bit, even with the smoke screen. Oh dear. Mushi's confident of staying in front now. He's not afraid to die. This is like one of those suicide Medusas. Does he know it's okay if he dies, as long as he has the Aegis. So they will find themselves a tier 3 in a lane and into the slaughter to decide when he wants to initiate. Oh, going for the call, the 4-star forward. They can't even kill anyone, but they will find Demon. Lies to the finishing him off. Now here comes the Stone Gaze. Out from Mushi. Can he turn anyone to stone? Look away, look away. She's ugly. No, no, no. No one turns to stone. As the Ursa does destroy the OD, who will be forced to buy back. So that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Losing your OD for Crystal Man, definitely not ideal. But an initiation, the counter initiation from the Slaughter, not going to be there as Mushi will try to run away. But here comes Raven, very angry for punished out. Boombow eats him off, and Mypro, it's gonna be a dieback. He goes down. Now looking to Ebba, can't really do anything with the battle hunger. But Kels will go down as Raven is on the hunt. Gets a lucky bash. Will find it. No, Amma toggles his way through. He will live. Alright, so not sure what Ebba can really do, especially against this push. So looking at the side of Fnatic, as they will just secure themselves the first lane of barracks. Back off, push out the bottom lane, and they will go towards the second lane of barracks. So yeah, Jimmy wants some EXP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Thinks the
attack.
EXP can look a bit nicer. And Mushi still has not lost the Aegis, still up for at least just a bit under 2 minutes. And Abba needs to get a call of that infest. They need to find the right initiation. Ohio. It's a bit aggressively forward. You can find Mushi. This could be really big, but with that Aegis, you really don't want to go on him. You really want to try someone like Raven. And they will find themselves a second tier 3. But here we go, the call onto Mushi again. They want to try and kill him off, but very unlucky. Here comes the Disruptor. Oh, the Guardian Angel is going to be there. No one's really dying as Rakel's versus Raven. Who's going to win? Now comes the Stone Gate. They will be forced to look away. Raven, I'll whack your backside. I'll find TNT, and I'll find Rakel's as well. As everyone dies, and now the buybacks will be forced from Signature.Trust. They have to fight against Fnatic. They have to hold 3 buybacks, and will they find it? No purification comes in. Here comes the crush onto the Mypo. Immediately dies. And now 3-man call. Can they find it? Need to spin. No, he will not be able to spin as TNT goes down. Lifestealer does get team in the back lines, but Abba will go down. And Leclerc fall the rest of his team into the grave. It will be a team up as Fnatic destroy Signature.Trust, and they will violate the base. So this is going to be a 2-0 clean sweep for Fnatic. Signature.Trust just never really standing a chance. 20k advantage with the EXP wise, also probably about the same. Just a really